Hi guys, it is your favorite day of the week, Wednesday, and happy November 1st. I hope everyone had an amazing Halloween. I know I did. It's my favorite holiday, so I know a lot of people are still celebrating, still posting. So continue to share all your Halloween looks because I love seeing them all over social media. But more important news is that you are watching The Hot Seat, which is live in real time and social media shows our amazing studio here in the beautiful city of Las Vegas. But what's even better is today is going to be a special episode, and I'm not even going to hint to you who's going to be on it, but it's going to be someone that you're not going to expect and someone that everyone would kill to interview to pick her brain. So I have the honor to have her sit in the hot seat for a once-in-a-lifetime interview because she does not like to be in front of the camera and does not care to be in front of the camera and would rather not be involved at all. So when you come back, you're going to find out who this person is and make sure to grab your drinks, grab your lunches, get your attention going because you are going to have the interview of a lifetime. So make sure to not go anywhere and I will see you right after the break.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. If you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
What affects your credit? The answer can be many things. Let's take a look at a few of the most common factors and how they can impact your credit. Credit history. In order to have a credit score, you need to have open and active credit accounts. This gives you the opportunity to build a credit score and get approved for larger purchases such as a car or a home. So it's important to have a responsible record of debt repayment. Available credit and usage. The rule of thumb is to use 30% of your available credit to minimize the impact of debt on your credit score. In other words, the less credit you use, the better. Monthly on-time payments. By making sure your monthly payments are paid on time, you could boost your credit score. Late payments, however, may bring your score down. Errors on your credit report. Check your credit report regularly to make sure it's accurate. If there are any errors or signs of identity theft, report them immediately to the appropriate credit bureau. Applications for credit. If you're applying for credit, filling out several applications in a short amount of time may hurt your credit score. It's ideal to keep the applications to a minimum. However, there is an allowable shopping window for a mortgage. Remember, a good credit score could possibly save you in interest payments. If your credit score needs some improvement, however, consider starting with the basics mentioned here. And when you're ready to buy your dream home, give New American Funding a call. We'll help you find a home loan that works for you and your unique situation.
Hi guys, and welcome back to our special episode of The Hot Seat, live in real time. Everything you're seeing is in real time. No editing, none of this. We're like this in the studio, okay? So I'm going to announce who the special guest of the day is. And you might know that this show is through a network called Social Media Shows, and someone has to run that show. Someone has to get all of these things going, the cameras, the lighting, the equipment, the sound, and then posting everywhere afterwards. And it's not just my show. There's a bunch of shows on this network, not just mine. But there's someone behind that making it happen. And normally with film and television, there's a whole team of people that make this stuff happen. But at social media shows, there is only one person that makes it all happen. And it is a woman who has adopted me as her adopted daughter. And so the glorious thing about today is we're going to be interviewing said person, the wonderful executive producer of social media shows, Maria Pereza. Queen, who copied my look.
Really?
Really?
You copied me.
Girl vibes. Anyway, oh my god.
I'm so nervous. You don't know how my heartbeat is how fast is my heartbeat.
Why though?
I
Tell
don't
the
know.
audience why. Why are you nervous? She was even texting me last night that she's scared. Like what?
Well, it's Priscilla, ladies and gentlemen, who wouldn't be scared on this.
It is true though.
I've seen it all, so
She has. She sits there every week watching me literally bring fear into the guests' eyes because they're sitting there like this, and I'm just like.
I fear everybody who is in this hot seat.
So we're going to jump into it. I know a lot of people don't know much about Maria. They might know the surface level things. They might know that she's posting on Facebook, she's posting on Instagram, all the stuff, that she runs the show. But let's get down to who is Maria, why all of this, and what all of this. So let's get to it. First and foremost, you are a proud Filipina, right? You're from the Philippines. You're an Asian woman, strong Asian woman here. And you moved to Hawaii, and then you also moved to the Midwest of the United States, correct?
Yes.
So you've been around all the areas of the U.S. before making it here in Las Vegas. So why Las Vegas, first and foremost?
Oh, well, I came to Las Vegas. This is my second choice of residency, by the way. My first choice is in Orlando, Florida.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. I didn't know that. I know a lot of things, but not that. Okay.
But then I got offered a good paying job in Las Vegas, so I moved here. And then and then that's how I got here in Las Vegas.
And how long have you lived here?
I think it's 14 years now. It's been a while.
So it's been a
yes. So I've been working in a 9-to-5 job for a while, and then decided one day that, you know what, I don't want to make anybody rich anymore.
Right. You want to work for yourself. You want to make you rich.
Yes.
Right? Because you have a really great work ethic. You're very, very diligent. So I'm sure that happened at your 9-to-5. But you want to transfer that into this. Now, what is the beginning of social media shows? What did you wake up one day and say you wanted to make internet TV? Like, what was the start of the idea of social media shows?
Yeah, well, in the beginning of social media, I believe I was introduced to Facebook in year 2009 when I was a manager of a bank. So all my employees start creating this group or chat group. I forgot, I think it's the Yahoo Messenger at that time. Yeah. So we had, and then they start saying, oh my God, this Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And then I started opening my Facebook at that time and eventually hated it. I don't want to post anything in there. I don't want to see anybody in there. I just literally hated it. So in 2017, when I started social media shows, I said to myself, what is it about social media? Why people are literally, indulge in this social media and then start killing themselves, or, they take suicides. It's becoming really, really toxic. And that's what I see. That's why I hated it in the beginning. So when I said I cannot stop social media. It's a new way of how people socialize. I said I cannot stop it. So what else should I do? I'm gonna have to create social media shows that will change the perception of social media as a bad thing.
Okay.
So I said I'm gonna start a TV show that will be inspiring, educational, and entertaining in a good way.
Okay.
And not to demean people and not to put down people and try to help them boost while they're still on social media. So that's my main goal of bringing up social media shows.
And what was that first show that you ever created?
Oh, well, Let's Talk World.
Okay.
Yeah, Let's Talk World. When I started Let's Talk World, let me tell you this: I am not a person in front of the camera. I don't want camera. I said I'm not gonna say it, but I said it. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I hate like public speaking. But how can I create my company that can help people if I don't start this? So my beginning was I sit down in front of the camera and just have my writing and just keep on reading over and over and over and over again. You can still see on YouTube the YouTube videos of this, how I did it. It's funny. I can still see my from the beginning. So yeah, the first show I used to interview people, and it was literally it's not a good audio, it's not a good video, nothing is good at that point because I am not, I didn't go school to do this. I went school as a business management and business accounting. I am not an actress. I am nothing in front of the camera. I'm not a public speaker either. So it went really bad throughout the years. But year after year after year, I keep on discovering new things, how to make things better. So that's the beginning of social media.
Yeah. And so as it was growing, like you've been doing this around 5 years now, you found a way to set yourself apart from other shows. You know, everyone has podcasts. Podcasts are the biggest thing right now, and I never like to consider this a podcast. I don't think it's a podcast.
Yes.
And then there's also, news channels, news anchors, there's segments, live segments on television. But yours is a little different, and I don't want to undermine it because the minute you tell them it's streamed on social media like YouTube and Facebook, people like to disregard it as not as special as maybe Channel 3 ABC, right?
Yes.
So what is your selling point that you like to tell the audience? Is what sets you apart and why to take you seriously?
Yes. Although I said I want to actually change social media, doesn't mean that I want to literally just stream or broadcast on social media. From the beginning, when I started social media, I put a goal year by year by year by year. I said I'm gonna reach this goal yearly, and one of the goal, I set it up 5 years. In 5-year period, I will be able to broadcast directly into my website like a TV channel. So what sets us apart from other people? Okay, when we started this, nobody liked to do this. They were like literally telling me, don't do it. There's nothing good about it, blah, blah, blah. They literally telling me that I'm not going to be succeeding on this one because there's no market for this. Well, the thing is, what people don't understand, Priscilla, is this is just a short video like everybody is doing, but they don't understand is there is a goal, there is a reason behind why we're doing this TV shows and social media shows. It's just the name, but the goal and the mission of what we're doing is not the same as everybody. So that's one thing that makes us different from everybody else. We are not just putting our phone in front of our face and doing this. We are literally a full production company. Maybe it's not as expensive as the regular ABC and CBS and CNN, but we are, I don't want to be sounded like I'm too cocky, but we are on that level.
Right.
We are not podcasts. From the beginning, I told everybody this is not a podcast. A podcast is something that you only can record it, post it on podcast channels. Ours is a TV channel. You go social media shows and you see single shows like the regular TV channel. The only makes us separate from CBS, ABS, CB, whatever the traditional TV networks is we don't have a satellite.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference because we don't need satellite anymore.
Yeah.
Everything is already Wi-Fi technology.
Yeah.
So if we could have, you see, we are a low budget or no fund TV station. Imagine if we have somebody out there, and I am actually reaching out to everybody right now, that if you have the money that you want to invest in this network, we can be the same as CBS without using a satellite with low overhead cost. Because that's what I did from the beginning is the cost is really, really small. We don't need to spend million and billion of dollars to get our message out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Yes.
And then another thing is you're live in real time.
Yes,
That's a big thing.
Yes,
to point out.
Yes. So anybody, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for bringing that up because that's in my mind. But I have so many things, so many answers to your questions. Live in real time. So I think there's only one TV show that I can say that's live in real time. Even CBS, even these big TV networks, they don't do it in real time. Mm-hmm. And there's only one that did it in real time, Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. I heard. I don't know if they did it live in real time. It seems not like live in real time, but somebody told me, yes, it's live in real time. That's the only TV show that went live in real time. We are the only one live in real time on every single show. That's what makes social media shows difference. And you can actually reboot me on this. We are the only one that's live in real time. It's not because they don't know how to do it. It's just because it's hard to do it. Mm-hmm. With all the backgrounds and everything, it's really hard to do it. And a lot of talents out there, including TV hosts, they don't want to be caught on camera having a mistake.
Right.
They are so scared. And this is what I see in the industry of filming, is people are so insecure of their aura or their image that they don't want to be caught having a mistake. Mm-hmm. But the generation had changed. People love the that real-time interaction nowadays. Do I make sense? Mm-hmm. They love that. They don't want fakeness anymore. They want, like, I want to see how she make mistakes.
Right. But a lot of hosts especially don't want that, though.
Yes,
and that also differentiates. And I was going to go into my next question was about hosts, how prepared you are. A lot of news anchors have to be there, but it's pre-written. On your shows here, a lot of the stuff you leave it up to your host, and it's not necessarily pre-written.
Yes.
Right? You leave it up to the host. I mean, you sit there, you got enough to do. Mm-hmm. But the host might know what they're going to talk about beforehand, know who their guests are, but it's up to them to decide. Mm-hmm. I never pre-write, so everything that you're seeing is in the moment and what I'm saying. So I think it can literally showcase who can do it and who can't. So my next question for you is, you've been through the ringer with shows, hosts, business partners, all of the like. What have you learned about what makes a good host on camera?
You actually just mentioned what makes a good host is researching. You're gonna be prepared because this is live in real time. There's no room for errors. Mm-hmm. And if you make an error, you're gonna have to fast enough to actually correct that in front of the camera because there's no cut. You cannot cut that off, right? So that's one thing that I love about host is one of the things is I can tell a person on the beginning if they're gonna be good or not. I can tell a person the first time that they sit down on the hosting seat, I can tell if they're gonna last a year, 3 months, 6 months, or a year or not. Mm-hmm. You see, I can tell their aura, the beginning when they open their mouth. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that makes a good host is they are fast, they are quick. They're quick because like what I said, there's no room for error. If you're quick, you can actually save yourself on that mistake that you just made at that moment. So that's the number one thing, is you gonna be quick and smart. Even though how beautiful you are in front of the camera, even a lot of people like you just standing there, you doesn't makes you as a good host. You're gonna be quick and smart.
Yeah, 100%. She's looking at me like you, girl. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but
that's I think that's the first for me,
yeah.
as a producer. I think that's the first qualification, and the rest can be teach later. You know,
Yeah.
the first thing, because it's so hard for me to teach a person who's not quick and smart. Because even though you tell them this, tell them that, they forget later. They're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So apart from the fact that you have to, cast people, guests, hosts, do all this and then go home and do all this stuff with post-production, everything like that, what is something that you've really learned when you come to create new shows, maintain shows, and hope that these people will continue on with you? Because you've seen people come and go, right? You've seen people wanting to be there, then they're dragging you down and making it harder because they don't show up or they're not having, viral videos. What is it to you that you've learned the most is the common denominator as to why this is so hard for people to do? You know what I mean? Like, I've been here for a little over a year.
Yes.
But everyone's excited. They walk through the door and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to be part of it. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Right? Or I want to be a guest. I want to hit it. And then somehow it becomes the hardest thing for people. Or like people on hosting side by side with you. It's like the hardest thing. And yet again, you're losing a show. Or you got to replace people for that show. Or you got to, now last minute, you got to get a new guest. Or there's not going to be a guest. Like, what is it that you found as the reason as to why you think that is?
Oh, well, first of all is the passion. I always say, okay, when you see, we are human being. Our human mind always, when we see somebody doing something, we want to be part of that shit. You know what I mean? And we thought that when we want to be part of that something, and then we get involved with it, and then we find out it's not for us. Or sometimes, I don't know if you ever had, because you are so energetic, you go, 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 go. But a lot of people, when they wake up in the morning, it's so hard for them to get up and show up. It's just because of our motivation, a human motivation level is not set every day in the highest level. You're going to have to push yourself. And a lot of people actually lost that motivation. For any reason, I have no clue. But for me, I think it's age. What's actually slowing me down sometimes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I think it's age. But my motivation, my drive every day is there. But a lot of people, it's really cool that you actually asked this question, because I always give people, when they join me, a 3-month period. Because I want to see how passionate is this their goal? Is this what they want to do in life? Because I know that one day they will fall apart, because you know what? They lose motivation. They lose the drive. They lose something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they figure out that this is not for them. Or maybe I figure out it's not for them, because I had told a lot of people, I said, I think this is not the right thing for you to do. I think you are better doing something else for your life. Life is short, so you have to follow that. So I think that's what it is. And they expect so much of me, financially, physically, emotionally, that I cannot always give.
Yeah.
It's a teamwork. It's a business partnership. It's not always me. because I have so many people that has a business partner with me. We are business partner with this. I'm business partner with other show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is.
So you own all the shows, right? Are these all of your ideas and your names for
Yes,
the shows,
yes.
basically?
Yeah. Well, all the shows that is actually produced by social media shows. There are a few shows. There's one show. Yes, one show that's not produced, which is Las Vegas Tonight. Yeah, this is not
that you
that.
stream.
Yeah, that's not the that's the show that is produced by somebody else.
You just stream it, but other shows.
It's all mine.
All
Yes.
your ideas,
All,
right?
yes.
Want to get that out there, because my next question would be, how do you deal with people wanting to take all of these things that you've built, your shows, your education, your technology, your knowledge, they betray you in a way, and then they go out and try to do it on their own. You've had a lot of these things happen with a lot of shows where, you'll see a replica of it, or they're doing the exact same thing. Obviously the quick answer is don't let it bother you, but this is your business. This is your child. This is your full-time job. So how do you handle those things? And what is the message you want to relay to everyone else to showcase that these are yours?
Well, first of all, since I started social media, okay, so I'm gonna give a credit to WCOBM. WCOBM back in 2017 or 16. Yes, I think they closed down in 2017. They have created the same exactly thing. It's the only difference is live in real time. They are not live in real time. They are live in real time on Facebook, but not live in real time in their own TV channel. And they don't have a TV studio. They have just a small room.
Okay.
This is where I actually also get the idea of all these things. So Michelle Davis, you're free to welcome to join us in social media shows. She called me actually in 2020. But anyways, so when I started this, I started doing this, or when I started having this idea, and then started putting this out, when people started coming after me, demeaning me, literally like punch after punch after punch, like, oh, you are nothing, oh, you don't know how to talk in front of the camera, like literally, like I'm bombarded with all those things. And I literally just stay away from me, let me do what I have to do. And then eventually, after that first year, people start popping up this, almost the same thing what I'm doing. People started kind of copying what I'm doing. So, Priscilla, I've been copied 100 billion times, okay? And did it bother me? No. It's just because I definitely believe that I created something that is totally different from every single one of you. Even though you come to me and said, hey, Maria, I'm doing the same thing. Yes, you're doing the same thing, but there is something that we're not doing the same thing. So I just want to let you know. And I literally like say, good job to everybody who's doing the same thing as I'm doing. But keep in mind, I started this, okay? I started this. You can actually come after me for that, but I don't care. So anyways, so what I would say about those people that's copying me and wanna take 70% of people that's joining me wanna steal every single thing that I created. And does it bother me? Of course not. But don't go and actually slander me anywhere, because first of all, you know that you never had anything before you come here. That's all I can tell them. Yeah, you do what you ever do, and I always said I will support you, but I will not show up for you. But don't slander. Stop doing that shit. That's the goal of social media shows is to uplift everybody. and you are doing the opposite, if you're doing the opposite of our mission, then I don't need you here in social media shows.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
And it's interesting because when I post videos of, our shows here, it's a lot of people doing a lot of talk in the comment section. Let me help you with production. Oh, do you need help with that? Because this isn't good, this isn't good, this isn't good. But yet they're at home doing nothing. This is the only time you're going to hear me say anything too blunt on this channel because the executive producer's here. But, and it highlights kind of that we are doing something great, or at least Maria is, because people that could have been doing this, that think they can do better, can't though, because they're not. Then you can. But then if they were to come in here, let's just say hypothetically, to all the people that are sitting there being like, well, I'm a lighting person and that lighting is blah, blah, blah. Come inside the studio. Please take a test run and see if you can handle all this equipment. Because like she said, it's not what you would assume. That we don't set up a camera on a tripod and we just click record, right? That's not what's happening here with a ring light. That's not what's happening. Everything's hooked up so you can watch this in real time.
Yes.
You can watch this in real time at multiple different platforms. Not just, the TV channel. There's other ones, and then you can revisit them again. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on. Obviously, there's a green screen, and every show is different. So what people don't realize, and so that's kind of, I feel like, the message I really wanted to find a way to say. Like you're giving me a reason to
that's good.
Drop that thing on there. Like if you have a lot to say about whatever you're seeing, hearing, and you're a film person, then recreate this and let's see how great it would be.
Yes, yeah. I would like to see it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's really funny that you said that because somebody just reached out to me recently and said, I would like to actually be a guest on your show on the hot seat. Well, it's all my show. That's why they show it. They call it that. But I need to actually bring in my lighting person, and I'm not gonna charge you. That's what they said, and I said, listen, I will let you, and this is my answer. I'm gonna put this out here, okay? Because this is what I dealt with for over 5 years.
Yeah.
And he said, and I said, well, listen to what I'm gonna tell you. I will let your talent come and sit down in the hot seat. We will promote the heck of it, and I'm not gonna charge you. How's about that?
Woof. What is that?
I don't know why. I would have taken that in a positive way if she didn't, or he, I don't even know if he or she, had not included that I will not charge you. See what I'm saying?
As if they're providing you with a favor. Mm-hmm. But what favor? Here's my thing. Less than 101 to people. If you're going to go into a studio and you're going to go to a job, never... I don't know.
Thank you for saying that, because that's true.
Because you don't
bring...
I don't understand. I mean, I feel like it's common sense, but I've heard this recently about multiple different either photo shoots, events. People get mad about certain things, or they want it their way, and then they come and they bring to another studio who's inviting them to come.
Really? Wow.
I don't know.
What
is the problem? But people don't do that. Don't go to a studio treat this like ABC. You're gonna go to ABC and be like, I'm gonna bring my lighting person because you guys don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Bye.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Be respectful. I think that's all I can say. Be respectful to somebody else's. If you don't want that, why don't you just say, I want Priscilla to come to my studio and interview my talent.
Right. Then it's a little different.
Yeah.
But I won't charge her for coming though. But this brings up another story, since we're going to be blunt. This also happened almost a year ago, and I was a witness to this, where someone who wanted to be a host on your show wanted you to use her cameras instead.
Yeah.
And she was a photographer. So
but she doesn't have a TV channel. Okay?
No, but she's a photographer.
And she's never been a TV host, okay?
But she is though on her Instagram. She goes live. I'm not gonna say names.
That's not a TV.
But we're not. I'm not bringing this up to talk poop. I'm bringing this up because I want you to educate people as to why this is not just any camera. You can't just come in here with a DSLR, camcorder, or whatever you think is the thing, and it would work with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. And why is that?
Yeah. Well, listen. During our broadcasting for over 5 years, I probably bought 100 cameras. Yeah, yeah, more or less, right? Yeah. I actually, from the beginning, you cannot broadcast with, you can only broadcast live in real time with a specific camera. You cannot just broadcast with DSLR. You have a $15,000 camera and you broadcast. No, you don't. If you guys think that you can bring your camera here and broadcast from your camera, it doesn't work that way. Because let me tell you something. We have a $60,000 camera, 8K camera in our studio, but we don't use that on our broadcast. It's because you know why? Even it's so expensive and it's a high quality, it doesn't actually, go with the broadcasting live in real time. You guys have to understand, I tested this for over 5 years. I know what I'm doing. I was saying this the other day. I know when you are watching but you don't want to be seen, I still see you. This is how good I am on social media. I am actually a nerd on social media and camera and everything. I know everything. I can buy $1 million worth of a camera right now, but I won't be able to use it for broadcasting. Please understand that. If you want to help us here at Social Media Shows, why don't you send us your people? Why don't you rent us a huge studio at your cost? That would be great. And I'll do all the camera work. That's the help that I needed. I don't need your temporary help of your ring. Did you call that ring?
It's a ring light. Yeah,
ring lights,
circle.
Ring light, or your $6,000 camera, or let me tell you something. I don't know if you noticed. You probably did, but our microphone right now is costing me. It cost me $150. I bought $600 microphone. I bought $1,000 microphone. Didn't work. Only this $150. So you get the point.
Yeah. So a lot of people are all about what the most expensive is the best, and it's not really the best. And then even if a lot of people who have those things don't really know how to use those things. So
yeah.
But we're just going to leave it as a mic drop. The $6,000 mic drop.
Yes, I guess.
But for another marketing purpose, we don't only do things here in the studio. We don't only have talk shows. We don't only do comedy shows. We don't only have skits, things like that. But we do red carpets, right?
Yes.
Movie premieres, award ceremonies, film awards, festivals, things like that. So
and even private events.
And private events. You did do a baby shower and gender reveal at one point. So when did that become a thing? What do you love about them? What is this? Do you really want to branch out into those things? Do you favor those over these shows? What's the deal with the red carpets? What about this?
Yes. When in the beginning of social media shows, I already have that. What you haven't seen is when I started social media shows, I wrote down a plan that no one has seen. They just seeing it happening one by one by one. So one of the plan is red carpets. We actually was gonna do our first red carpet at, what is that name? Suncoast Casino.
Oh, okay.
Suncoast Casino, we had a performer out there at one point and we was gonna do it. So we talked to the entertainment people. They said, it's open, we're gonna do it, we're ready. Everybody was ready. And then all of a sudden, marketing department of Suncoast called me and said, Maria, hold on to what you are trying to do at Suncoast. We're not allowing it. Marketing department, entertainment department, they said yes. Marketing department stepped in and said no.
Oh.
So, well, those are really good kind of like experience, so you know in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yes, red carpet is part of social media shows. I literally love from the beginning to have that, and so far we're being so successful of having different red carpets. Um, you know, when you have a red carpet or when you have a movie premiere, reach out to us, reach out to anybody, to Priscilla, to me, to anybody that's involved in social media shows, and don't worry about your budget. Call me, let's see what we can work out together, because we are all actually independent, independent filming, independent TV shows and everything. Reach out, let's see what we can work out. We've been working with different filmmakers, and we always make it happen no matter what. So reach out to us.
And you travel too, right?
Yes.
You don't just stay in the Las Vegas area.
No,
right?
yes, correct.
So anyone who's having a premiere, to please contact us. We'd love to have a special event. It's streamed in real time.
Yes, we're the only one
Right.
who. Well, we have a lot of people who's doing red carpets in town and out of town, but I have 5 actually red carpet videos that I didn't stream it, I didn't film it. That is in my storage right now. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people who do red carpets video, but they don't literally stream it. We stream it live. It goes out there at the same time as your movie premiere. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes us different. So please, if you want to be seen right away, instantly hire social media shows for your red carpet events.
And you also do trailers if people were a sponsor.
Yes. So if you also have, yes, those filmmakers here in Vegas and around the country, around the world, we actually run your movie trailers on our commercial breaks. We have so many shows. If you go on social media shows, we run our shows 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. 7 days a week. So they constantly seeing all your trailers.
Right. Now, it's now about to be 2024, right? Do you feel you've met a lot of your goals for social media shows for this year? And what is your upcoming goals, if you can say any, if not, some are not secret, that you're having for the upcoming year?
Well, one of my goals that has pushed from 2022 to 2023 is to broadcast live 7 to 11 p.m. That was supposedly 2023, but I stepped back a little bit because of what happens, and that's what I breached this year. I'm so happy that you'd be able to see us from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day on social media shows. If you want to see the schedule of the show, it's all over our social media and also on the website. My goal for the broadcasting, though, I want a 24/7. That's the goal. But right at this point is not, it can be done, but it's nonsense. You know what I mean? So there are different kind of like TV programs, genre of shows to be streaming after 11 p.m. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. So,
and what is your overall goal that you want social media shows to be within the next couple of years? Your end goal. Where do you see it being at its peak?
I think that would be a secret with all my team here at social media shows. But one of the things that I want to actually say out there is, every single person that walk in social media shows door see the potential of this company becoming so big, or not the company itself, but the idea, because everybody is copying. Everybody who actually walk in and then turn their back in this network start doing the same thing, or try to do the same thing, but haven't. Nobody has succeeded, by the way. Nobody. Anybody who walk out and try to do it, try to copy it, never succeeded. So everybody who actually stepped into here, seen the great potential of a bigger and bigger company. So what I would like to say out there is, if you are somebody that want to get involved and want to invest on this company, with or without your money, honey, it's going to be huge. But you want to actually join in now for a better position within the company. So if you have somebody out there, or if you know somebody, please reach out to me, admin@socialmediashows.com, the magic
email, admin@socialmediashows.com.
Yes, because it's going to be huge with or without you guys' money, but if you come in, at least, you join early.
And Maria will spot talent and tell you if you have it or not. So it's an open door, but it also is a real door. So if you come in and you're like, oh, I'm going to be a host now, I'm going to land that thing, and you don't, and you disappoint the queen, I'm not going to be there when she's going to tell you about yourself. But it's going to be big. It's going to be amazing. And we're always looking for sponsors. We're always looking for new gigs, people to make this a very dominant business and production company and studio here in Las Vegas. And I know, we're not set here. I'm sure you have bigger dreams of spaces and types of things. So at the same time, it's like she said, if you had anything in film or TV or broadcasting or money, you can email her, and I'm sure she will talk business. If you believe you have a better studio, let me put it that way. If you believe you have a bigger space, better studio with the lighting that will be discounted, then please let us know at admin@socialmediashows.com. And you're not solely working with entertainment people. You have a lot of people on your shows that also deal with politics, nonprofits, that have nothing to do with acting or fashion,
correct,
and things like that. So this is not, only for models and actors and photographers. Like, this is for anyone who's got a business mindset or has a dream in broadcasting or whatever.
Yes.
But before we go, the one question I ask everybody, and you hear this every week, and I hope that it's giving you enough time to formulate your answer, because if you can't and you linger a little bit, I'm going to be like, so you had like a year to plan your answer for this question and you still couldn't get it. So the question I ask, if you guys are avid viewers of The Hot Seat, it would be, is there a philosophy that you live by?
Yes, I do have a philosophy.
Okay.
Well, the philosophy that I live by, and I live by this philosophy for, I think, all my life, since I was, I'm in this planet Earth. I believe it's a faith in God, believing in yourself, and staying focused. You're going to have these three together. Everybody doesn't actually believe in God. They believe in something else, whatever you believe. That's very important because that's your gear, or that's your direction. That's give you the right direction where you're going. And then believing in yourself, no matter how you believe in God, no matter how much faith you have in God, if you don't believe in yourself, what that brings you? You don't believe in yourself, that means your belief in God actually doesn't count. It's actually disappear. It's obsolete. And then when you're believing in yourself, you believe that you, like what I have here on social media shows, I believe that I have a great, uplifting, inspiring, educational idea of putting together on social media where it's actually demeaning everybody. I believe in that mission, that it can be done no matter what, as long as I believe in that and staying focused on what I believe. I added the stay focused. Those two are my actually philosophy, the first two. But I added just recently, yesterday when I was driving home, staying focused. I literally like, I'm gonna have to come up with something. Staying focused, because we actually been talking about people around us trying to come after us negatively. Those are the million other things around you that will bring you down instantly. Without staying focused, if you get distracted with those million distractions around you, you'll never, ever, ever get to your goal. You never, ever succeeded. You're gonna stay focused because the distractions are going to be there no matter what. Distractions of family, distractions of people, negative people, distraction of haters, distraction of good people. Any distractions that you can say is all around you. Stay focused. You deal with this distraction really quick, get back on the road. So stay focused and have faith.
And what legacy do you want to leave behind? You and or social media shows?
Well, I think the legacy that I want to live by, since I started social media shows, my focus is to make sure that I don't I'll be able to. My main goal when somebody walk out this door is saying that Maria is so good. She can help. She can do this. She can do that. You see, I'm saying I don't want anybody walking out this door that's saying Maria actually stole money from me, just like recently. But even though there's no money involved, right? But I want people actually go out there and said that I did something to change somebody's life, even just a little bit. Because I wouldn't be able to change anybody. I don't want to change anybody. I just want to say that I changed their outlook in life in a better way. So that's what I want to do.
And to make the business big and successful, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Obviously,
yes.
like the obvious one. But anyway, thank you for being my special guest.
Thank you. I was so shaky earlier.
I'm telling you, everyone's shaky when they first come here, and then I somehow pull it out. But it was a great conversation. I hope everyone has a better insight on what social media shows is about, and a little bit about Maria, which is basically she's just all business. If anything you took from this interview was that straight businesswoman, that's what she cares about. Probably not your feelings, but about the business. End of the day. She's laughing because she knows I'm right. This woman calls me and I know her brain is like this. But thank you so much for being here. This is the hot seat, and then we'll do some closing notes when we come back. So yay! Period. Claps.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat live in real time, as you guys really just learned, at the Social Media Shows studio. Now I hope you guys really learned a little bit more about the studio, the network, the hot seat, everything that is going on behind the scenes, and you guys saved the hate for never, basically, is all I have to say about that. But this interview was so much information. It was great to have Maria sit down in front of the camera and talk to her about business, about what her goals are, what she's been through with the company, and where she sees it going. So like she said, that email is admin, ADMIN, at socialmediashows.com is that email address that you're going to want to email if you want to inquire about being a guest on any show, starting your own show, being an investor, sponsoring a show where you show your trailer during commercial breaks, hiring us for red carpet events, anything along the like of business. Please email her and tell her everything that you would like her to know and work it out business-wise. Like she says, everything, you'll talk about it, right? She's savvy, and we're going to get you guys marketed. We're going to showcase you guys and do our best to advertise everything and be there for each other. It is a network. It is a community. So yeah, this episode was absolutely fantastic. I'm actually blown away. Oh my god. Like, yes, queen, period. And she totally stole my outfit. Just kidding. We're making that joke because every time I come in here, and especially today when she happens to be my guest, it's almost the same. Black and white, and she's got a blazer on, I got a blazer on. And I'm like, really? Really? But anyway, today was an amazing show, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit about Maria. Please continue commenting, sharing, liking, supporting us. And like she said, if you guys actually do have anything that you feel we can gain here at Social Media Shows, like advice that you really want to tell us about, please email her. Please DM her. Please message her and let her know, including studio spaces, studio equipment. If you guys have any place that you'd like to do that, please email her. We're open to suggestions and open to discuss it politely and respectfully, of course. But as always, I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and you're watching The Hot Seats. See you guys soon, and make sure to follow Social Media Shows on Instagram, on Facebook, and then also my personal Instagram, which is at Priscilla Moy, PRISCILLAMOY. You will find that to be my handle on every platform. So, I'll see you there. Bye.